Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to OCC Season 1, Match Day 4, starting with HLiNiC, coaching Shambling Undead, bunch of gamers, against Nurdell, Thunder and Lightning, Underworld. And, we're already off to the game. It will be the Undead on the kicking side, keeping both his zombie lineman with dirty player and his rookie ghoul out of the lineup, and going for what I would I wouldn't exactly call this a traditional setup. I think the traditional setup would be to have the mummies be like here and here, and then I would call it the traditional defense, but just slight variation to it, so nothing real big there. And then Nurdell is going to be, well, let's just see what he does, because Underworld deployments can be quite eccentric, but for now looks fairly traditional. Wants to take the hits on the zombies on the line of scrimmage, and then keeping the Skaven Thrower in the back. I don't know why he's keeping the Blitzer in the back, but perhaps he has some kind of a plan. He's bringing him forward. Looking at the... so it is very sunny, so -1 to all passing abilities. For the inducements, the Underworld have two bribes. They have two bribes, they have two Blood Voiser kegs, and they also have a wizard. Cheering fans, bad habits. Gain loner +2 for until the end of the drive. So that is... was that the Underworld who got that, or... That was okay. That was not a great start. Not a great start at all. So that was a skullbow down. Team rerolled into a skullbow down, and it is an instantaneous turnover from the Underworld. And to rub salt into that injury, the clan rat even got stunned, while the zombie did not. So that's a start. Okay, so this snotling that is not actually on the pitch got the loner 2+. And I believe that was... I don't see anybody else having it, so essentially nothing happened. I'm kind of... It feels somewhat weird that it can land on the players who are not actually on the pitch. Because it kind of... I mean, yeah. It feels kind of weird, but... hey-ho, maybe... I don't know whether that's a thing on tabletop, whether that actually could happen, or whether that's just like Blood Bowl 3 has it coded incorrectly or something, or they decided to make it that way instead. But the Undead are taking full advantage of the turnover, bringing the block guard mummy forward onto the line of scrimmage, making life very miserable for the Underworld. Brings in 2 assists to get his 3 dice on one of the Underworld goblins to the side there. Does manage to take him down. No damage inflicted on the goblin. And then brings his best blitzer on in to tag that snotling as well. Picks up the zombie who went down. And then what? I am expecting him to move the mummy forward as well. Very much expecting him to do so, as he does, and that was exactly the square that I figured he would go for. Brings the Tackle Pro zombie into contact with the goblin. Only brings up, but does not get into contact with the guard white. And then he's got the block ghoul still left. I doubt that he's going to be throwing him forward. Like, I don't think he's going to attempt to, at least not yet. Yep, he just recenters the ghoul runner a little bit. Then he goes for the 2-die blocks on the line of scrimmage that he can get with his zombies. Decides to take the both down with the Dauntless guy on the Claw Clan Rat, and neither breaks armor. And technically a turnover, but he could have chosen not to be, so I'm not, you know, not exactly what I'd classify a turnover, but technically still is. Right. Hopefully Nurdell If I said Nurdell before, I do apologize, as it is supposed to be Nordell. But yeah, hopefully he'll have a bit more luck on this turn, because that first turn was a quick and painful travesty of a turn. I am somewhat curious on whether or not he is going to try to essentially just rush a score now. Brings in the block claw clan rat, takes down the skeleton, gets a stun. Would have been a KO if not for the thick skull, but that is at least something. And then what? The Undead essentially just flooded the front line here, keeping a couple of players in the back for safety reasons. The Gutter Runner moves quite far back. I wonder if he's going to go for like a vanity pass here. But, nope. Just goes for the pickup. Manages to pick up. No, nothing about that. Moves the thrower even further back than the Gutter Runner. I mean, yeah, I guess that does... Wait, hold. Oh, he didn't... Oh, he had no one there for help. That was... Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I don't think he realized that he had no one there to help the troll, which is why he attempted to use the troll there. Does manage to make all of the required dodges to get away. Does not dodge, just picks up the goblin here rather than trying to dodge him away, which I find slightly suspect. I'm not sure why he'd want to specifically tag the Wrestle Ghoul runner. I guess, like, because like it's not like the goblin is essentially like going to contain him over much. That's interesting. How do the Undead respond? They respond by going after the Underworld with the mummy, with the tackle pro guy. Guard White moves up, still doesn't move into contact. Takes a 2-die with the Wrestle Ghoul. Doesn't feel too bothered about it. Only gets a push. Only gets a push. Does he follow that up? I doubt he would. But maybe. No. Decided not to. He is most likely going to be going for a Dauntless block on the troll there. After he picks up the other Dauntless zombie. Because even if the Dauntless fails, it's at least going to be a 1-die. Though doubt he's going to do it now. I wonder if he's going to go for... like... It is the sort of common wisdom that one should target the goblins and the snotlings when you can. But yeah, I figured this might be the case. So he goes after the Skaven Blitzer with the mummy instead. Takes him down with a POW. Does not follow up. But does get a KO out of it. So that's very useful. That is very useful. So, currently, man advantage to the Undead. Where does this White Blitzer go? I think that's the real question. Oh, okay, he didn't even pick up the Dauntless Zombie lineman. He just made the gamble that the Dauntless was going to work. And it did. So, takes down the troll. Picks up the Dauntless guy, moves him next to the Snotling and the Claw Clan Rat. And he has now freed up this regular, just 0 SPP zombie lineman. Moves him into contact to the left with a Snotling. Okay. And then what? White Blitzer just takes a step back. Yep, just takes a step back and stays there. And Block Ghoul moves up a little to screen out the center behind the front line. Okay, turn 3 for Nurdell and the Underworld. The Undead are not exerting any real pressure on the backline, so I don't think that the Underworld is feeling particularly stressed about their situation. Granted, they haven't really made any headway either. They haven't really made any headway when it comes to advancing. Picks up the troll, picks up the rookie Skaven clan rat on the line of scrimmage. Moves the goblin with a GFI into contact with the white blitzer. I think that's his target then for the Skaven clan rat. Yep, here he comes. Hoping that that doesn't take him down, but doesn't take down the claw rat either. Is he? Yep, he was. I think he was thinking about it, but I think it is the wise choice to not greed reroll that. But that is a very awkward position. That is a very awkward position for those two players to be in, I think. Makes a 1-die with the claw guy against the dauntless zombie. Only gets a push, but at least doesn't cause a turnover. Dodges away the snotling from the zombie and the mummy. Dodges away the goblin. And I'm going to assume he's going to dodge away the snotling here as well. Does manage to indeed dodge away the snotling. And is there going to be any movement from here? Well, apparently some, but that's a gutter runner takes a step back, even. Okay, and then we're off to HLiNiC's turn 3. Very cautious play by both sides so far. Brings the mummy with the block guard over to help. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna be throwing that punch on the claw block guy, the rat, rather than the goblin. Though I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the goblin, but I think the rat is probably a priority target for him more than just a goblin. Yep, goes after him, manages to take him down, easy peasy. I'm gonna assume he doesn't follow that up. Yep, down goes. No armor break to be had. That's good. That is at least good news for the Underworld. So that's that. Doubt he's going to be blitzing that goblin. So where is his blitz? Where is the blitz? It's going to go after. He's going to go after another clan rat. Down goes with the mummy block, which then pushes him into the claw guy, and then claw guy next to 2 zombies rather than 1, which means he's getting at least 1 2-die block there. Gets a stun on the rookie clan rat with the mummy, which is nice. I mean, nothing really to write home about, but nice. And I did say that he's getting at least a 2-die, but yeah, that's what he was going. He was gonna go for a dauntless block on the troll, and he does not manage to get the dauntless off. No, still manages to get a push, so no turnovers, and now he goes for the 2-die, gets a both down skull, chooses the both down, stun on the clan rat, nothing for the zombie. Okay, turn 4. I don't think Nurdell is still probably not going to be panicking over much. Like he moves fast enough. Like obviously he's getting pasted here in the actual brawling part of the game, but I think that's to be expected when you're playing Underworld. Like unless you get a good alpha strike in, you are probably gonna be actually manage to take out 2 people on the line of scrimmage and or with the initial blitz. Like I think that is probably expected that you're gonna be be on the back foot when it comes to the brawl part. So first thing he does is he goes for a 2-die block with the troll. Only gets a push on the tackle pro guy, and does not follow that up, leaving the troll to be looking face to face with the mummy. Dodges away with the block claw clan rat. has to burn a team reroll for the dodge because it fails on the first one, but with the team reroll does manage it. Slightly surprised. Slightly surprised by where he decided to actually run to. Okay, he makes his move forward. So thrower moves forward with the ball. I am going to assume that so Snotling moves into cover from the side, which is a smart thing to do. Gutter Runner. I'm not sure why he wouldn't rather just blitz with the Gutter Runner, but blitzes with a Goblin instead. Manages to take down the white. Ooh, and that was an instantaneous foul onto the guy. Does get caught by the ref. Regeneration fails, so that is the guard white is dead, and the bribe does in fact work. Not using a team reroll on the failed goblin dodge, and the goblin hurts himself on the fall. So still numbers advantage to the undead for the moment, but that is maybe not in, I mean, that is a mobile guard, well, mobile, but like mobile for the undead guard piece, and he had 9 SPP on him as well, so can't see him being very happy about losing that player. But I don't think that was going to be a very essential piece in his game plan in this particular game. But still, I mean, obviously losing a guard piece sucks. Goes for the 2-die with the mummy on the troll. Gets a both down skull. Both of the big lads have block, so neither goes down. Stays standing. I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be that is going to be the blitz. It's not going to be the blitz. Okay. I guess he's going after the claw guy with the white blitzer then, probably. Because like the claw, like not the claw, the mighty blow tackle guy with pro is like, he's not really, like, I wouldn't be going for 2-die, 2 GFI into a blitz over there. Like at this stage, I don't think it's worth the risk. He's just shuffling his players around, bringing the block ghoul and the wrestle ghoul to screen out here. Moves the Dauntless Zombie slightly to the left to contain both of these clan rats better, I guess. The Wrestle Skeleton is over there, and then he, after making that move to the left, he decides, no, let's go next to the troll instead. Picks up the rookie zombie lineman, moves him next to the claw clan rat to slightly upwards so that these guys don't have easy dodges, well, 3+ dodges at least, available to them for their escape. And yep, then he has only one more player to activate, which is this white blitzer, and he is gonna go for it. Okay, so he is gonna make 2 go for it, and he does in fact manage both of them. Takes down the goblin, chooses the bolt down rather than the defender stumbles. No armor break to be had there. But yeah, he's put up a decent wall here. Put up a decent wall, most certainly. I think it looks like that the Underworld are going to attempt to switch side here, moving the Snotling there, moving that Snotling to cancel out the assist from the Wrestle Skeleton, and then also giving the assist there. Yep, goes for the blitz on the, oh, and that's a double skull. Okay, reroll. That's the last of team rerolls for the Underworld. Not great, but does manage to take down the zombie. Does manage to take down the zombie, follows it up, no armor break to be had. I'm gonna assume he's gonna run like over here, I think. Okay. Yeah, that also makes sense. The thrower, however, is not... So the gutter runner can at best get like here. Okay, so the thrower just goes backwards, because again, the undead aren't exactly putting up a pressure onto the backfield there. So he is just moving into a safety position in the back, and he is going to trust the fact that the gutter runner is going to be making his way with some assistance. The troll goes stupid, which is in fact not great. Not great at all. So I don't think it would have changed too much had he not gone. It might, because now that Mummy and the zombie are both completely free to move as they wish. Fails the dodge with the clan rat. He was gonna go for a foul on the rookie zombie there, I would imagine. Goes for a 3 die on the claw block guy. Only manages to get it both down. Both of them have blocks, so that's fine. He still has a 2 die here with the dauntless guy. But yeah, Nurdell down to 0 rerolls. HLiNiC still has all 3 of them. So far the dice have not been the kindest to Nurdell. Nurdell. God, I keep just going back to Nurdell, but Nurdell. But I mean, we already kind of knew that, like, from the first turn get-go, which was horrible. Does actually take the 2 die on the troll without, like, having not needed to do that. Actually still does it, and has the mummy follow it up. Takes his 3 die on with the skeleton on the snotling, and down goes the snotling with a pow. Steps upwards, follows it up with the skeleton, gets a stun for his efforts. Yeah, that's gonna be a 2 die blitz on the gutter runner with the white blitzer, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yeah, he absolutely should take that shot. And if he doesn't manage to get him down on the first 2 rolls, I think that you absolutely take the reroll there, because if he manages to get a decent hit on the gutter runner, like take him out, or like even stunning him obviously helps, but if he manages to actually like KO or better yet injure him, yeah, unfortunately for Nurdell, the dice are not really going his way, and the whole idea bit of him like switching sides and all that, unfortunately the Undead are kind of fast enough, at least like with the players that they have in hand, and now he gets in his own way. Unless he goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can still do it. He can still do it. But yep, he's going for the blitz. Yep, and he is doing the GFIs to get the hit in there. I think that was the wrong square to do it from, because like neither of those is I don't think a, and that's a seriously hurt on the gutter runner. That is a seriously hurt, and there's no Apo. What is it? It's MNG. Okay, so that is the gutter runner out for this and the next one. Like this is the reason why, even if you don't really feel like it, that your team has many valuable players, this would be the reason to have an Apo on the roster still, just in case like this happens, and you can try to pop it, and you can try to get him back on, like at least for the next snap. But that is not the case here. This does not. I don't know why HLiNiC didn't take the 2 die here. Like, I guess he figured that, okay, like he'd rather just have the clan rat be like in the middle of all of those tackle zones, rather than risking that he gets like just a push and then he can easily, but 3+ dodge his way out. I think that is probably it. But yeah, Nurdell not in a great position by any stretch of the imagination. Like, he would need Yeah, there's just not much. I mean, I guess probably the way I would do this is dodge, dodge, gives him a 2-die, blitz 2-die that, and then just run downwards. Because again, it's not like the Undead, yeah, with 2 GFIs he can get to the Skaven Thrower, but yep, yeah, he's going for the pass. He fails to pass already, makes it, fails to catch though. Yeah. The fact that it is very sunny as well is just not working out for him. So he needed to make a risky play, and well, not the worst outcome of the risky play. And that's a stun on the block claw guy from the mummy. Like, not the worst possible outcome, but this is still pretty bad. Like, the takes down the Snotling with the super white, because like this is still, there's still very much enough time for HLiNiC to go like, oh well, I'll just pick up the ball and I'll just start moving towards your end zone, and it's not like you have enough players to stop me. But obviously, again, HLiNiC could suffer a catastrophic sort of turnover. And that would really alleviate at least some of the pressure. It's still not a great situation, even if that happens, because HLiNiC is going to do exactly these sorts of moves. So he's going to make the moves that have no chance of failing. He's going to do those moves first, and then figure out what else. Takes down the Claw Clanrat as well. Gets another stun there. Does not follow it up. And now there's no tackle zones on the ball. And he can absolutely, I think, so this school goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, handoff. Yeah. And he moves him with purpose already forward. Genuinely though, if he manages to hand off, just run. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Okay. He doesn't actually try for the handoff. Goes for a 2-die block on the troll instead with the mummy. Only manages to push. Does not follow that up either. Interesting. I wonder why. Like, why is HLiNiC not going for the score? I don't get that. Like, sure, he would have been alone, like, the Ghoul Runner would have been alone over there, but like, at best, I think Nurdell would have gotten, oh, and, okay, so he goes for the pickup with the block Ghoul. Picks it up. Where does he go? He goes backwards. Like, that is definitely the wrong direction to go to. No wizard to be used for now. But I don't, like, Nurdell is, I don't think he's in a situation, like, he's got 1, 2, 3 players who are stunned, 2 more players who are prone, and he's got 3 players who are free to activate as they wish. Well, not exactly free, but takes down the skeleton lineman with the troll. No armor break to be had. Moves in the goblin, which allows him to get a 2-die with the rookie clanrat in the middle there. Only gets a push. He could take the boat down, but doubt he will. That is the wrong square, I think. Like, you definitely wanted to get next to the ball carrier there, my buddy, I think. I would have definitely just pushed him there and then not follow it up and then walked here. But this doesn't expose the clanrat to being hit Or, well, not a free hit at the very least. But then it wouldn't be a free hit because it would have to be the ball carrier who takes it unless he gets blitzed. So I don't get that. That I don't get. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Snotling got picked up and moved here to screen as much as he can. However, I do feel that he's probably going to take a mighty blow tackle hit to the face. And there's not really much he can do about it. Mummy moves forward, tags both the goblin and the rookie clan rat. Brings in the other mummy to sandwich them as well. Yeah. That I'll be honest, I'd be happy trading those two players for the two mummies. Especially considering that unless that goblin gets blitzed, he has a fairly easy time of just like getting out of there. Picks up the wrestle skeleton, only moves him slightly to the right. And now what? Like, this is your turn 7, HLiNiC. Goes forward. Yep, he just rushes forward, and I think he's going to build his cage there. You're going to be a cage corner. You're going to be a cage corner. He's definitely going to be a cage corner. And he's going to technically probably be a cage corner. I wouldn't be surprised if he GFIs to get him in to be a cage corner there, I think. Okay, starts with the Dauntless move. Does not actually move him to be a cage corner. Okay. Moves him there for reasons. Rookie zombie goes to contain the goblin. That doesn't really make the goblin's life that much more difficult. It's another 3+ dodge, but yeah, not that much more difficult. I'm still guessing that you're gonna be blitzing that, but like this move doesn't make sense if that's what you're doing. Aside from also, I guess, containing the troll. Does manage to take down the snotling. Does not follow him up. Gets a stun out of it. Kind of surprised he didn't move the wrestle ghoul runner before he made that, but okay. Is he like taunting Nurdell here? Like, I mean, he brings this guy here, and that means that, yeah, Nurdell just doesn't really have the players. It does not have the players to really stop him. I think that's a mistake. Don't fireball. You do the zap. So how? Yep. Do the zap here, because obviously, like, Nurdell definitely needs to stop this score if he can. So here can we see, like, can this turn the ball carrier into a frog? Is it? I've never actually seen a successful zap. I'm gonna assume that there's a zap coming here. Like, obviously no guarantees about it, but I'm gonna assume as much. Maybe Nurdell is taking a lot of time thinking things through, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't like understand how to use the wizard. Like, the wizard interface is unfortunately somewhat just kind of bad. Let's be perfectly honest. So picks up the clan rat for no real reason, because like this is his last turn, and he brings him forward. Okay, goes for a bunch of snotling dodges and a rush. So he's not expending the wizard, he's just going for the 2-die. And he gets the POW. He gets the POW that he needs. He absolutely followed that up You follow that up, absolutely. Yep, so down goes. KO, good. How's the bounce? The bounce is awkward. The bounce is awkward for Nurdell. Granted, not exactly the best of situations for HLiNiC as well to recover the situation, but it's still rather awkward. I think instead of trying to move the troll, so I guess he's just moving him out of danger as much as possible. But I think this is yep, he tried to dodge. He tried to make the dodges with the goblin, but he fails the first one even with the dodge reroll. No armor break though, which is good. But yeah, I think this is very much a case of he just tags the Underworld Snarling. He blitzes with like the Dauntless Zombie Lineman. Only needs to get a push. And that's badly hurt on the, I believe that was the Block Claw guy. That was just the Clan Rat who was responsible for the turnover. The rookie Clan Rat with 4 SPP gets badly hurt. So there's that. But yeah, I think he just goes for, like, this is gonna be the blitz. He gets 2 die on it after he tags that Snarling. And then only needs a push. And then he needs to pick up, hand off, and then just run. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, he probably doesn't even hand off. I think he just goes for the two GFIs because, like, he's got 2 rerolls. So yeah, and actually, this is actually much better than doing what I just rather have the white score rather than the ghoul. Takes down the thrower. So this is the big roll. Does he make it? He makes the pickup. Does he make the 2 GFIs? He doesn't make the first one. Team reroll, and he makes the second one. Okay. So that is turn 8. On defense, the Undead score against Nurdell and Thunder and Lightning. So HLiNiC goes up 1-0. The KO roll on whether that ghoul comes back is going to be important, I think. You think he made the roll? He's still... Okay, none of the KO signs are coming back. No, he's still lying there. Okay, and now it's... Okay. So the Rat KO gets recovered. So the Blitzer is back on the field. And the Block Ghoul stays out. That is at least something for Nurdell. I think the Undead still have... Yeah, because they had 2 players on, like, off the bench. So that is still going to be 11 players. And Nurdell is also going to be having 11 players, though a lot of them are now going to be Snarlings. And that's not really a comfortable position for any Underworld coach, or, you know, equivalent players like Noblars for, like, if you're down to just Noblars when you're, or mostly Noblars when you're playing, like, Ogres. Probably not a great day for you. Genuinely, though, I think he should have expended the Wizard. I think he held the Wizard because he thinks that, okay, I can use it better on the defense. Like, I can potentially get a flip with it, like hit a good fireball on the cage that the Undead will surely cage, right? So hit a bunch of Undead, hopefully get knockdowns, maybe even get some removals with the fireball, and then I'll sweep in and counter score. Like, I think that's why he held the Wizard. I would have gone for the Zap. Just because I think stopping that... I mean, he did get the POW. He did certainly get the POW. But I think stopping that score was more important than potentially, you know, a counter score. Or potentially stopping this score. Because there's no... like, there's no guarantee here that he'll be, even if he manages to get a good fireball, that he'll be in any sort of position to stop the score, even with that, or like counter score, right? So I think he should have zapped rather than held on to the Wizard there. But different coaches, different play styles, different thoughts. Alright, so Underworld go for 3 Snotlings on the line of scrimmage, and then slightly back. Ophacia's ref. Somebody gets stunned. No! The Blitzer gets sent off by the ref. The Blitzer, the Skaven Blitzer, who just recovered from the KO, gets sent off by the ref on the kickoff. That's, I mean, yeah. And I am getting a phone call, so I shall be muting myself for a little bit. Hopefully you didn't see, like, I saw my model moving there. Hopefully you didn't hear anything, but not that it was a very important conversation or anything, but was certainly not pertaining to Blood Bowl. Coming back to the game, that looks like a bunch of, okay, and he goes for a 3-die, and that's a dead Snarling. Okay, this is a good time to come back, but that looks, is that all of the Snotlings on the... No, there's still the one. Okay, so two Snotlings removed from the line of scrimmage, and so badly hurt, KO. Now a dead one with the Blitz. There's still one more 3-die to go. Yeah, he pros it. Still only just a push, so that's not like gets to live another day. But that's 3 removals in one turn, like, and in the first turn of the second half. I mean, granted, Snotlings, right? Snotlings getting punched by Mighty Blow, in fact, and tackle in the case of the White Blitzer there, but so yeah, not great, but yeah, not a very good start for Nurdell's defense here. Manages to pick up with the rookie ghoul and starts bringing it back up. Just moves aggressively to screen with his zombies in the middle there. And then he's still got this rookie zombie to go somewhere, and he doesn't move him at all, which is weird. I imagine that he would have even just taken one step like there. Maybe he forgot. Goes after the tackle pro zombie, gets him down with the thrower. No armor break, and gets the thrower as far away from the mean white with the Mighty Blow as possible. Snotling moves aggressively behind enemy lines. Will not move into contact with anyone, I don't think. Goblin moves aggressively. Gets past the mummies. The Claw Rat also moves in aggressively. Yeah, Nurdell, I think, has just essentially gone like, well, like a more traditional, like, sort of get in their way defense is probably impossible with all of those removals. And he is going for a foul on the tackle pro guy. No armor break, even with 2 assists, and does not expend the wizard at this stage. But yeah, I think, like, just genuinely, like, having talked to Nurdell and having gotten his sort of philosophy on the team, like, I think, like, he has definitely gotten unlucky in most of his games so far, I think. But I do think that this is just, like, his his philosophy to the Underworld, which is just keep the TV as low as possible, to get as many inducements, like get as much out of inducements as possible. I think this, like I can't say that I am very convinced by that, by that philosophy to Underworld team building. Like, it's just, I don't think it just works. But again, like, that statement has to be laced with the fact that, yeah, Nurdell has definitely gotten, like, Nurdell has definitely been unlucky in pretty much all of his games. Like, I can't think of a game so far in the championship where I went like, yeah, the dice are pretty equal between Nurdell and his opponent. So, yeah. I mean, he doesn't care about the dead stalling. I mean, he probably doesn't care about any of these injuries, really. It is just the fact that he's just not getting anything done, and most of that is on the dice. Goes for a blitz on the block claw Skaven clan rat. Down he goes. No armor break to be had. But yeah, I mean, the game is literally pissing in the guy's cereal by just having, like, the ref just goes like, yeah, you Skaven blitzer who just stepped onto the field, get back off of it. Like, don't like the cut of your jib. HLiNiC goes for a foul on the block claw clan rat as well. Unfortunately for him, I guess, no armor break, and unfortunately for Nurdell, no ref interference either. So, what's the plan? Snotling moves to help over there. He gets a 2-die with the claw clan rat, takes him down, follows him up, gets a stun off of it, gets another 2-die, this time against a rookie zombie. Is he gonna... He is just gonna take the push. I was thinking that maybe he goes for a Creed reroll there, because, well, why not? Probably takes the blitz there then with the goblin. Like, I think he is setting himself up in such a way, like, especially with that follow-up, that he's just going to dodge this goblin away and take the 2-die blitz there. Like, I don't think he's particularly interested in even attempting to stop the undead at this point. Nope, he goes for a troll blitz without any assistance, so that, and takes down the white. That's a serious injury on the white from the troll. Regen kicks in. Okay, so that could have been very bad for HLiNic's team development if both of the whites took serious injuries in the match. But yeah, that is a very important removal. That is a very important removal. Manages to get him out with the troll. Manages to dodge out the block claw Skaven clan rat. Goes for another foul with the goblin. Unfortunately, only gets a stun, and the ref does in fact hunger for more money from him. And does not dodge out this snotling or anything. That's kind of genuinely kind of weird. He could have, like, I'm pretty sure that he could have dodged this snotling out here, and it, like, done the foul with him instead, and he would have gotten, like, 1 additional assist. But hey ho. Goes for a 3-die blitz with the mummy in the center. Only manages to get a push on the goblin. Pushes him, gets into contact with the snotling and the goblin. I'm going to assume this mummy is probably going to go like, yep, either there or potentially there. Tags the Skaven clan rat with claw. I mean, this could actually turn out to be a slight problem for HLiNiC, in the sense that, well, okay, moves the dirty player zombie next to the troll because, well, he's got Dauntless there. Moves the other Dauntless zombie forward, wrestle skeleton forward, wrestle ghoul runner forward. I'm gonna assume the rookie ghoul also moves forward. Yes, in fact he does. But yeah, I think like, Nurdell could be in a position to actually only manages to get some push on the Snotling. Only manages to get a push on the Snotling with the rookie zombie there. But yeah, I think Nurdell could potentially be in a position where he can actually disrupt HLiNiC scoring. Unfortunately, the Dauntless does work. Like, that Dauntless, had it not worked, that could have been a, like, well, not catastrophic, but that could have been pretty bad. So Troll goes down, does follow it up even. But yeah, I think if HLiNiC wants, he can definitely, like, rotate to the right. Especially, yeah, I would have been tempted to, like, fireball that and then see what I can do. But I think instead of doing that, because, like, he's not in scoring range. Like, he's not in scoring range yet. So there's going to be at least one more turn before the Undead can score. Takes the blitz there with the thrower. Makes sense. That frees up the thrower, frees up that, takes down the zombie, gets a stun for it, whatever. I'm slightly surprised that he picked up the troll, because I figured that, okay, with this blitz, you move in to assist on the lineman, you block that, and then the troll can potentially, like, start maneuvering that way. But hey ho. So then moves into the center to start threatening the cage there. Now what? Moves the Snotling that got freed. Next to the dirty player, okay, why? Takes down the Dauntless zombie. Follows it up even. No armor break to be had. I'm gonna assume that zombie is going to be... That zombie is probably going to be the foul target. Snotling dodges away, tags the Wrestle Ghoul. He might be going for that fireball after all, but yeah, I don't think he should fireball yet. Goes in, dodges with the goblin next to the Dauntless zombie. So he is essentially now just tagging those players. I don't think he can tag those skeleton linemen. I don't think he can tag the rookie ghoul itself. Makes the 3+ dodge with the Skaven Clan Rat as well. I don't think you fireball now. Yep, you don't, because again, no threat of scoring from HLiNiC. But yeah, he is now actually in a position where he can affect a fair amount of pressure onto HLiNiC and his cage. Like, he's not currently threatening, like that's, I mean, this is the beauty of him saving the wizard rather than using it, because, well, the threat that wizard now poses to HLiNiC is quite, like, it's tremendous. Like, you can't just be like, well, it's only a 4+, so unlikely to get anything done, right? Moves the block guard mummy forward and tags all three of the Underworld players that are in that line. Moves the Wrestle Skeleton forward. I'm gonna assume he moves the Ghoul Runner forward next. I mean, he's got a 2-die block on the Skaven lineman, the Skaven Clan Rat here, and if he takes that down, he absolutely follows. I mean, even if he doesn't take that down, he probably follows that up just to tag the troll. Ghoul moves forward. Takes the punch on the goblin there. Only manages to get a push. I'm gonna assume this is gonna be the blitz then, probably. Unless he's blitzing with the mummy here. Like, I can definitely see this as the blitz as well. But yeah, that is, yep, he's going after the Claw Clanrat with the mummy. Yep, manages to take him down. Absolutely follows that up as well. Okay. And then he can take these 2 die there. Only manages a push. I think he still takes the push. I think he still takes the push, and I mean I think he's thinking of re-rolling this, because like taking him down probably better, but takes the push, absolutely follows that up. But yeah, I think that's, and dodges away with the Wrestle Ghoul to screen better. Yep, and he takes a GFI even to screen better. Okay. So no Fireball probably coming in from Nurdell, but Zap, probably? Probably Zap. Not sure why. I mean, HLiNiC doesn't, like, he's got less than a minute in his reserves, and okay, he takes the 2 GFIs with the tackle lineman. Okay, he does actually Fireball rather than Zap, and takes down both of them, takes and stuns them. That's big. That is very big. Genuinely, that, I mean, this ghoul is still a problem. I don't think that was the correct move to make. I don't think that troll block was the correct thing to do. But he did it. Only got a push. But yeah, now what? I mean, this mummy does not have guard on him. So I think... Okay, picks up the Claw Clanrat. I'm gonna assume he doesn't dodge away. Yep, he just stays there. The other Claw Block Clanrat, yep, makes it there, makes the pickup. Please start moving it, like, moving it downwards. Absolutely need to... Come on. Come on. Nurdell. Yep. That's a dangerous position to put yourself in. If you're doing that, then this Snotling absolutely, like, needs to go here. Come on. It's this Snotling. Surely you move this Snotling first. Yep, because he's the only one who doesn't. Why? Surely don't. Oh no! I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna dodge the Snotling. No, he's going for the 1 die. Do I not feel great about that play? I absolutely do not agree with this particular play. Only gets a push out of it, doesn't need to use a reroll, so that's something. Then makes the 3+ dodge and gets the goblin where I thought he should put the Snotling into. Okay, and but that's the problem. He didn't even put him in the correct position, because now this guy still has to dodge into a tackle zone. Yeah, no, like, that was not good play. Snotling does manage to make the dodges required, even with the tackle in the first dodge, to cover there. But still, like, this thrower is yeah, he just leaves the thrower there, and that's not good. Like, I don't think that is that is just not good. Like, he is just gonna get his shtick rocked by the mummy there. Goes for the Claw Clanrat first. Down goes. This means that he gets 3 dice on the thrower with the other mummy. Gets a stun. Useful. Okay. Thrower manages to stay on his feet by some miracle. Followed up by the mummy after the block. He's got this zombie lineman is now free to move. He's got this ghoul runner. I think this ghoul runner is probably going to be the one blitzing. 3 die on the snotling. Does not find a POW. That's a very odd... That is a very odd direction. I guess he dodges the dodging... Snotling sidesteps there. But I don't know what he gains from it, unless the plan is that he's going to dauntless block this, the troll down, and then it would free up like the movement of these 2 zombies here, like to go that way. Yeah, I can't say that was. I mean, it's not the worst, like, sidestepping idea anyway. Like, just support like that. That supports and screens off the cage at least somewhat. Because it's not like he's expecting getting, like, hits from this direction at the moment. Yep, he's going for the blitz with the wrestle ghoul against the thrower. Only manages pushes. I'm gonna assume he follows that up. Yep, he follows that up, pushes him into that square. Yeah, I mean, that is the better of the 2 kind of bad squares. That frees up, yep, that frees up the tackle pro guy. Gets the tackle pro guy over there. Manages to get the dauntless block off because, yeah, of course he does. Takes the 2 die, takes down the troll, and a dirty player moves to contain the thrower. I mean, this is a very good situation for Nurdell. Like, this is just, like, he absolutely just just runs for it. And, like, by all accounts, he should be entirely fine with that. This development tries to pick up the troll, but I think the troll has expended his intelligence. But why are you doing this? Okay, manages to push. Manages to 1-die push. Gets the goblin forward. Did have to expend a team reroll for it, but does manage to get him forward. Kind of feel bad about this limited development here. Yeah, this is no. I do not like this. I think he should have just, like, dashed as far forward as the Skaven Clanrat could go, and then these 2 would screen here, like, against the mummies, because the mummies, at least one of them will be, like, available to move, if not 2. Goes for a 2-die uphill. Surely you don't reroll that. You do actually reroll that. Okay, you managed to take him down. Like, he's gonna take the, yep, both down. So thrower's still caged, but at least it's not this zombie lineman who can clear him away. That's something, but no, not the way I would have played that situation. I genuinely think the Skaven Clanrat should have just ran as far as he can, and then, like, had these 3 players, like, come here and screen, like, hit here, and then, like, potentially the only undead player that could ever reach the Clanrat to bother him would be the Wrestle Ghoul Runner. And I mean, sure, yeah, Wrestle Ghoul Runner is not great that he gets to bother the ball carrier, but I think he's now much more in danger. Mummy takes down the thrower and gets a badly hurt result for his efforts. Clears the way for the other mummy and the Wrestle Ghoul Runner. Picks up Rookie Ghoul, starts bringing him back. Picks up Skeleton, starts bringing him back. I assume the Dauntless Zombie Lineman is just going to stand there and keep the troll occupied if it ever comes down to it. Don't think he's a particularly relevant piece of a unit. Like, this zombie lineman should probably start just moving this way. Though, to be fair, I think he might want to wait until the very end, because he probably wants to start taking GFIs on this guy to have him potentially be relevant. However, HLiNiC is in danger of running out of time. He has 30 seconds and only 25 seconds in the in reserve. So, brings the Wrestle Ghoul forward. Does not blitz with the Mummy. Who is he blitzing with? Yeah, he's blitzing with the Tackle Pro guy. Okay. Does manage to take down the Goblin. Does manage to take down the Goblin. No armor break to be had. And just brings the Dauntless guy. Just brings the Dauntless guy. Dun, da, da. Goes for a foul. Gets a stun on the claw guy. Tries to argue the call. Does not manage to argue it. Alright. So, this is important. Like, this is now important. I mean, yeah, like, this was exactly the problem with what Nurdell did. This would not have happened had he just tried his luck at sprinting down. But now he's in a very tough position to, like, he needs to make a 4+ dodge. Sure, he gets a 2 die on that. Like, that is not even a 1 die yet. And you're not, yeah, okay, you're doing that instead, so you're going for a 3+. No. Just no. And, he does not make the second dodge required for the blitz. And now his bull carrier is going to get surfed. However, probably will result in HLiNiC not being able to score, but that doesn't matter that does not matter for the outcome of the game, because HLiNiC has already scored, and he doesn't need to score again. And the throw is very much into the back of Nurdell's, so HLiNiC has a chance to score. He's got the rookie ghoul here available. I'm pretty sure the skeleton lineman just moves into position there. The Dauntless guy moves to contain the troll. Ghoul runner, like, skeleton lineman moves into position to be able to potentially score next turn. Ghoul runner goes for the 2 GFIs for the pickup. But yeah, I think this was like, Nurdell had a chance of making this a 1-1 draw. And then he just did not go for it. Don't know why the skeleton lineman decided to go there instead of upwards, but he makes the 2 GFIs and he makes the 3+ pickup with the ghoul. Goes for a 3-die blitz on the snotling there with the wrestle piece. Does not take the boat down, just takes the push, or the defender stumbles, which turns into a push, and follows that up. Dodges away into a tackle zone, and I'm gonna assume that he's gonna... Yep, he's gonna dodge away completely. Just moves him into a position just in case. I mean, not really anything I don't think that Nurdell can do. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, Nurdell can actually. Like, he can go for the troll blitz with the 5+ dodge into a troll blitz. He absolutely can do that. Moves this Underworld snotling away from the mummy there. And, yep, he did try for it, and he KOs himself on the failed dodge. Yeah. And... yeah, I mean, HLiNiC might as well try to get some SPP. He get to on his mummies there. Does not manage to take down the snotling. I'm gonna assume he's gonna blitz. I mean, he had a 3-die with the tackle pro guy as well. Like, why not do that blitz? But goes for the score, and that's a 2-0 for HLiNiC, and another loss for Nurdell. KO recovers. I mean, there is still turn 16 for Nurdell, because he can still do a one-turn touchdown with throw teammate. And he does manage to get his KO'd troll back. He gets all of his KOs back, in fact, which makes the one-turn touchdown, if he goes for it, makes it slightly more plausible. I don't think he has good odds because, well, throw teammate score probably never has good odds, but yeah. No, I think it is like Nurdell definitely got unlucky in this game as well. Like the dice did not treat him kindly for a lot of the game. But I think this defeat comes down to him not moving aggressively enough when he had the chance. I think that's what it comes down to. Like he had the one reroll, the Skaven, like the clan, like this guy, he had still at least like 2 regular movement left, and then he had the 2 GFIs he could make, and if he had made both of them, he would have been in a position where the only undead player that could bother him was the wrestle rule, and even like, which meant that was going to be a 1-die at best, which is like, I mean, decent chances of him going down, but if he takes that blitz, like, it's unlikely that there's going to be an armor break on him, and unless there is, like, he can at least potentially recover the ball again. But yeah, takes down Dauntless guy. Takes down Rookie Zombie. Does not manage to take down the other Dauntless guy, but does free up the troll. Okay, goes for the pickup. Manages to pick up with his team reroll. He's going for the handoff to the Goblin. The Goblin makes the catch. Alright, Troll. Time to show. I believe the last time he attempted to Troll ate somebody, and now he is just an idiot. So, no throw teammate to be had. He can get himself like a 1-die blitz here, I guess, but nope, he just goes for one final stamp on the zombie lineman who got taken down for no real effect. All right, that is HLiNiC's 2-0 win, and that means that he was already like at the top half of the division, while Nurdell on. Excuse me. He still has to languish at the bottom. I mean, aside from the dead Snodling, at least no permanent damage otherwise that he needs to replace. The fact that his Gutter Runner is going to be MNG for the next match does mean that his prospects of winning the next match are going to be, like, he's going to be worse off, certainly. But yeah, unfortunately, I do think that with just 4 straight losses, like, Nurdell is probably out of the running for winning the division. So the next thing that he's going to be fighting for is whether he gets to stay in the division at all. Because obviously in the championship, a lot of people get dropped down compared to just the 2 from the regular divisions. So, and that's going to be a tough fight for Nurdell, like with 4 straight losses at his back. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had fun. We are potentially still going to be doing a stream later today where I'm going to be playing maybe some ranked Blood Bowl, but we'll have to see what comes of that. Hope you had fun, and as I always say, well, actually, I should say that there's going to be some more Blood Bowl tomorrow, most certainly. There's going to be Blood Bowl on the Friday, and there is probably going to be Blood Bowl over the weekend as well. So a lot of Blood Bowl in the following days. Hope you'll be here. Hope you'll be taking a look and having fun times. As I always say, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.